Hey guys, I just wanted to come to you very early in the morning. I have just like this beautiful thing on my heart that I'm just really wanting to share with you guys. In this life, we're really only here to experience what it's like to feel what it's like to be a human, not to be a human. So let me say this again. You're here to feel what it's like to be a human. You're not here to be human because you're a soul. And your soul is having a human experience in this skin suit. And you can't continue to take life so seriously. You have to wake up to the opportunities that you have here, in this world, and in this area that you're in. But do you know what's incredible about being human? Is that you can literally change your environment, your abundance. You can change the people you're around. You can change the energies that you're around. You can change the energies that are within. You can control your life. You have the capabilities of doing this. It's in you. It's around you. There's no other vessel, no other animal, no other type of skin suit that has this much control on this planet. Monkeys, animals, right? Like dogs, they cannot control their entire situation like we can. And this is why souls want to be human. People ask me all the time, Brandon, if heaven is so amazing and if where you connect to is so amazing, why are we even alive? Why do we come back if reincarnation is real? It's because Earth is a playground and you forgot to play. Please slow down and just smell a flower. Look at a tree and literally be like, oh my God, it's so pretty. You have just completely lost hope in a lot of areas of your life. And I think it's important that you realize that you were angry with one person. Eventually, at some point in your life, you were so angry with this person that you didn't know what to do. And you called that person. And that person is God. You're angry with God. You're angry. All of you. We all are. And you can resist and you can be stubborn about that. And you can tell yourself that you've never been angry with God, but you're going to be lying to yourself. Because every single person that's watching this video has been angry with God at one point or another. Because the feeling of being a human includes so much pain at times and so much grief that it's so hard to even understand the idea of why anybody would want to experience this. And then we blame God. Like, why me? What did I do? What can I do to get out of it? So I'm here to tell you, you have control. And you don't have to ask God why anymore. And you don't have to be angry with him or whatever you believe in any longer. But can you sit in that anger? Can you be okay with being angry? Can you be okay with not understanding why? Because if you haven't been taught to just feel what it's like to be human, your soul has been mishandled. Some of you have no idea what this feels like. And some of you know exactly what this feels like. it's just important to know that you're not alone. And even if people misjudge you or misrepresent who you are, the only thing that matters is what you do with the current present of time and permission to explore such a beautiful playground. Sometimes we're called to be in places that we don't agree with. It's because you are the most capable of changing that place that you don't agree with. And so you have to fight, and you have to continue to be the pivot. There's a lot of you out there who aren't seeing yourself in the light that you have. But that's why people are very not good right now. And we have to continue to fight the good fight. You literally have to raise the bar in your own life and take the control and become your own happy, individualized person. And let go of conviction and shame of choosing you. People are advocating for their child's abuse by feeling the need to stay with their abusive partner. And their children are begging their parents to leave them indirectly. And you're so closed off to just thinking that it's best to keep the family together. And then your people don't even know what's happening behind closed doors. The abuse. Friendships and parents not knowing how to support children. Parents not even caring to sit down and listen to their children. Adult children, right? Even just parents in general. It's so hard to be a parent. We are here to learn, though, how to respect things that we do not understand. We are here to learn work ethics that do not align with ours so we can provide patience, and that we can learn patience, and that we never stop learning, period, especially about emotional regulation, and especially about self-discipline and self-control and self-accountability. We have got to raise the bar to the standard that we have within our own self in order to emulate what we need around us. And there are people out there who feel stuck, who feel like they can't get out of something. And I once felt that in all areas, regardless of if my family agrees with how I feel towards my own story, which that's a different situation, right? That's a different concept. When your family doesn't agree with how you feel towards your story, that means that you're not being supported. That means that you're not being listened to. That means that you're not being affirmed within your own pain. And then you have to advocate elsewhere, like Facebook. So what I'm saying is, I know there's a lot more people out there that doom scroll, that I hope that can find this video, because this is real freaking life, man. So what I want to just tell people is that you are alive to do these big moves that you feel inspired to do. Because you know what? I've been talking to a lot of people, you guys. And people who are in their older age, they'll say like they're older, but I don't believe they're older. You know, late 40s, that's not old. I mean, that's just like 10 years from me. I'm just saying that age group, like late 40s, early 50s, they're wishing that they would have done so much differently. My heart goes out to that, because There's a block of time that they wish they could get back because they gave it up. They gave time for someone that would not give it back. They gave their time block to abusive people who would never, ever do what they did for them. And everybody is in their own little bubble, living their own little life, and they're oblivious and they're unaware, really, that what they are going through is what literally every family is going through. And what I'm learning is that the earlier you get out of that and pivot out of that, you have so much more control of the way that you have access to your life. I'm not saying this is about just relationships with your partner. I'm saying this could be a relationship with your mom, with your dad, with your children, with whoever this is. Because there's a pull that you always will feel when you know that something isn't right, where you need to do something to get out of that. And it is a bold move, and you're worried, and you always will put it to the side because it's so big that it's like impossible to even think about doing. But also, it confronts you with true emotions that you want to sit in denial about because there's no way that any of that could be right. But it is right. And I'm just letting you know that that is called intuition. And that is really why we can just take control of our life and feel what it's like to be a human. What is it like to be a human? Because you're not here to be a human. Because if we feel like we have to be a human, we're going to feel sacrificial. We're going to feel like we have to do these things that we really don't want to do, but we feel like we have to do because we feel like we have to be a human. No, you're here to feel what it's like to be a human. And what it's like to be a human is that you have permission to choose, and you can release care from your family members that you are fueling or enabling. You can release and disconnect from relationships that aren't loving you authentically and that are making you feel like you are lying. You have to lie to yourself to belong in a family orbit. I need you guys to stop stressing so much about work or about life and just realize that if you're just unhappy, sit with that. Allow yourself to feel what it feels like to not be happy. Because it's liberating. It doesn't mean that you have to make decisions. It doesn't mean that you have to do anything. But you guys are hurting. You're hurting. And I can feel your emotions all of the time. Because I am so happy. I am so happy. I just need you to know what it's like to feel your emotion. Because we're not taught, some of us, we're not taught to know what it's like to feel anything. I need you to love yourself. I need you to be more gentle with yourself. I need you to be the friend to you that you are to everyone else. Because you are a great friend. You're a great person. You're a great child. You're a great adult. You're a great anything you want to be. Just be great. And learning, you can be great. You can be great while you learn and make mistakes. You can even make some great mistakes. It's because you're great. And I just want to send you so much love today. Because I'm tired of not talking about your pain. Because this is what it's like to feel emotion and to express authentically. I don't care what you think about me. I don't care what anyone thinks about me walking around, because you're a human and you're here to feel what it's like. And so when you sit with me, you get to feel your emotions. Because some of us don't have a safe space. So I just need you guys to know that no matter what, you're safe here. You're welcome to cry here. You're welcome to feel. And you're welcome to learn to express and to authenticate your own life, because this is it. So much love to you all.